In a world where the pursuit of wealth often leads to a life of excess and extravagance, there exists a quiet alternative, a path that weaves together the timeless principles of Stoicism with the humble art of living richly on a modest income. This is the story of embracing quiet wealth, where the focus lies not on accumulating riches, but on cultivating a profound sense of inner fulfillment and contentment. The concept of becoming rich on a low salary may seem paradoxical at first glance. How can one achieve financial prosperity without a substantial income? The answer lies not in the amount of money one earns, but in the way one chooses to live. It is about adopting a mindset that values simplicity, frugality, and long-term thinking. This approach to wealth creation is rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to focus on what we can control, to be indifferent to external events, and to cultivate inner strength and resilience. By living in accordance with these principles, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by material possessions, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. Consider the story of a young professional, let's call her Yumi, who lives in a small apartment in Tokyo. Yumi earns a modest salary, but she has chosen to adopt a simple and frugal lifestyle. She cooks her meals at home, uses public transportation, and spends her free time reading and practicing yoga. Despite her limited income, Yumi has managed to save a significant amount of money, which she invests wisely in a diversified portfolio. Yumi's approach to wealth creation is rooted in the Stoic concept of negative visualization, where she imagines herself living with less, and thereby appreciates what she already has. This mindset allows her to stay focused on her long-term goals, and to avoid the pitfalls of consumerism and instant gratification. The actionable takeaway from Yumi's story is that true wealth is not about accumulating possessions, but about cultivating a sense of inner fulfillment and contentment. By adopting a simple and frugal lifestyle, individuals can create a foundation for long-term financial prosperity, and live a life that is rich in experience and purpose. The Stoic concept of apatheia, or the freedom from negative emotions, also plays a crucial role in Yumi's approach to wealth creation. By letting go of her desires for material possessions and external validation, Yumi is able to stay focused on her goals, and to avoid the emotional turmoil that often accompanies the pursuit of wealth. This freedom from negative emotions allows her to make rational and informed decisions about her finances, and to stay on track with her long-term plans. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By adopting this mindset, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by external events, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. Another key aspect of the Japanese art of becoming rich on a low salary is the concept of ikigai, or the reason for being. Ikigai is a Japanese term that roughly translates to the reason for which you wake up in the morning. It is the idea that each individual has a unique purpose or passion that drives them, and that this purpose is the key to unlocking true fulfillment and prosperity. For Yumi, her ikigai is her work as a writer and educator. She is passionate about sharing her knowledge and skills with others, and she finds deep fulfillment in her work. By pursuing her ikigai, Yumi is able to create a sense of purpose and meaning in her life, which in turn allows her to stay focused and motivated in her pursuit of financial prosperity. The actionable takeaway from this concept is that true wealth is not just about accumulating money, but about cultivating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. By identifying and pursuing one's ikigai, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by material possessions, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. The Stoic concept of eudaimonia, or living in accordance with reason and virtue, also plays a crucial role in the pursuit of ikigai. By living in accordance with reason and virtue, individuals can create a life of purpose and meaning, and cultivate a sense of inner fulfillment and contentment. As the Stoic philosopher Aristotle once said, eudaimonia is the highest human good, and it is achieved by living a life of virtue and reason. By adopting this mindset, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by external events, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. By pursuing their ikigai, and living in accordance with reason and virtue, individuals can create a life of true fulfillment and prosperity, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. The Japanese art of becoming rich on a low salary also emphasizes the importance of community and relationships. In Japan, there is a strong culture of social bonding and community, which is reflected in the concept of han and taikmei. Han refers to a person's true feelings and desires, while taikmei refers to the face or appearance that one presents to the world. In Japan, it is customary to present a polite and respectful exterior, while hiding one's true feelings and desires. This concept is reflected in the way that Yumi interacts with her community. She is part of a close-knit group of friends and family, who share her values and support her goals. By cultivating strong relationships and a sense of community, Yumi is able to create a support network that helps her stay focused and motivated in her pursuit of financial prosperity. The actionable takeaway from this concept is that true wealth is not just about accumulating money, but about cultivating strong relationships and a sense of community. By investing in people and experiences, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by material possessions, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. The Stoic concept of oikeiosis, or the idea that we are all part of a larger whole, also plays a crucial role in the importance of community and relationships. By recognizing that we are all interconnected, and that our individual prosperity is tied to the prosperity of those around us, individuals can create a sense of community and social bonding that is essential for true wealth. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, we are all part of a larger whole, and our individual happiness is tied to the happiness of those around us. By adopting this mindset, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by external events, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. By cultivating strong relationships and a sense of community. Individuals can create a support network that helps them stay focused and motivated in their pursuit of financial prosperity, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. The Japanese art of becoming rich on a low salary offers a unique perspective on the concept of wealth and prosperity. By adopting a simple and frugal lifestyle, pursuing one's ikigai, and cultivating strong relationships and a sense of community, individuals can create a life of quiet wealth, where true prosperity is measured not by material possessions, but by the depth of one's character and the richness of one's experiences. This approach to wealth creation is rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to focus on what we can control, to be indifferent to external events, and to cultivate inner strength and resilience. By embracing this mindset, individuals can create a life of true fulfillment and prosperity, and cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. As you reflect on your own path to financial prosperity, consider the principles of quiet wealth. Like and subscribe for more insights on Stoic finance, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's explore the intersection of philosophy and finance together, and create a community that values wisdom, resilience, and inner fulfillment.